Family, desperate for answers, is calling on the FBI to help in the search for their 25-year-old loved one, Jelani Day. He hasn't been seen for nearly a month. Police say Jelani was last spotted on August 24th in Bloomington near Illinois State University Student Center. Since then, his car was found about 2 hours north of Bloomington. An officer says they found the clothes Jelani was wearing inside that vehicle. A body was found near the Illinois River just days later, but the victim has not been identified yet. Now, this evening, we're hearing from Jelani's mother and family as they look for as much help as possible to help locate him. His mother, Carmen Bolden, is joining me right now to talk about the investigation and what's next for her family. Carmen, welcome to BNC Live. I know this must be a difficult time for you. How are you doing?
My answer to that every time somebody asks me is that I'm doing the best I can.
Can you talk about, I'm sorry, ma'am, go ahead.
I'm just doing the best I can. There is, I can't put into words how I'm doing.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm sure it's hard to put into words. What do we know so far about this investigation? Police are saying that a body was found. Are they still investigating at this point?
That's what they tell me they're doing. They tell me that they're investigating. It appears that there has been a standstill on the investigation because there was an unidentified body found in the river. So I have had to, quote unquote, get on them because I need to see results. I need to see, I've asked them, is there anything that I can do? They've told me, I've had one instance where I've been told that there's not enough manpower. So I've said, okay, well, let me know of areas that need to be searched or areas that need to be looked at, and I can get people to go there because I want to do everything I can do to help. I'm just not getting that assistance. And it's now been 28 days that Jelani's been gone, and I'm frustrated.
Yeah. When you turn on your mainstream media outlets and you see a pretty blonde, every time you turn on the TV, and it seems all resources on deck, how does that make you feel knowing that your baby boy is still out there?
To be completely honest with you, I'm angry. I'm angry because my son has been out there. At the time when she came up missing, he was out there for 24 days, 23 days. They reported her missing after not hearing from her for 2 weeks. I reported my son missing after not hearing from him from 1 day. They located this young lady. My heart goes out to her family, to her mother, because I know what it feels like to sit in her seats. But I'm still sitting in that seat. I don't get the help from the FBI. I don't get the help from, or the resources that I feel like there's available that they can help me. I'm not getting that. If the narrative was that my son was in the streets and he was a drug dealer or some street boy, they would have found every excuse not to do that. But they can't say that about my son. He's smart. He's not in the streets. He's a college graduate. He's not only a college graduate, but he went on to grad school. They don't have a criminal record on him. Nothing. But I'm not getting that help. And I'm mad because I want my son found the same way and the same effort they put into finding Gabby. Jelani is just that important. And I want them to look for my son.
Can you share more? Tell us more about Jelani.
Jelani is the fourth child out of 5. Jelani is the life of those 5. Jelani has been very vocal since he was younger. So much that he wanted to be a voice for everybody. That's what made him wanted to go into speech pathology. Jelani grew up and he had a friend that couldn't articulate and couldn't speak for himself. And Jelani's been able to articulate very well for himself since he was younger. So he used to speak up for this young man. And from that point on, that made Jelani want to go and study speech pathology. Jelani is caring and kind. He loves to laugh and play and joke. He has so much of his life ahead of him that all I want is for him to be able to come back home and continue that life. Jelani has sisters and brothers. You know, somebody asked me today, who was Jelani's best friend out of his sisters and brothers? And they didn't believe me when I told them that each one of them are each other's best friend. I cannot even tell you who is closer to who because all of them are so close to each other. They miss Jelani. I miss Jelani. His dad misses him.
Carmen,
Jelani is...
my heart goes out to you and your family. Tell us how we can get involved. How can we help?
Well, I know that somebody's seen something. I know somebody knows something, but people are not saying anything. The town where they found his car, that information seems to trickle in so days behind. I found the day that his car was found on a Thursday after we had not heard from him. He was last seen on Tuesday. But according to what the police told me, there was someone that actually saw his car go into this wooded area on that Wednesday. They didn't tell anybody. There was another person who supposedly saw his car on that Wednesday, but they didn't address these people's concerns until that Thursday at 4:20 p.m. His wallet was found a week later. I was told about his wallet on the following Friday. However, I learned that the wallet was found on Thursday, and the individual that found the wallet said they seen a male wearing red something, whether it was a red shirt or red shorts, they didn't know. And they remember the time was 8:30. They knew Jelani was missing, but it wasn't addressed. Nothing was addressed. Now they have this body and all of a sudden they're not moving. Jelani matters. He may not matter to them, but Jelani matters to me. He has a whole family. He has a whole community and he has people that don't even know him that he matters to right now.
Yeah, he matters to us, Carmen.
They can disregard me. You know, I've read all the comments and people said I'm making this about race. If you don't see the racial disparity in this right now, I don't know what to tell you. The young man that inspired Jelani to go to school to be a speech pathologist, that young man, his name is Paul DeArmond. He's a white boy. So this is not about that I'm racist or that I don't like white people, but the white privilege that is being given versus the help that's being given to my Black son, it exists. And I can't ignore it. And I'm not going to be quiet and silent because my son is still out there and he's missing. They found Gabby in 3 days. It's 27 days, and I don't know where Jelani is. So I'm mad and I'm angry and I'm hurt. And I just want my baby to come home.
Carmen, we're going to do everything we can to help you. I thank you for sharing your story with us.
The FBI, I need the FBI to become involved. I don't think I'm asking too much of them to supply their resources the same way that they supplied them just this past week. I'm not asking too much. All I want is my son. That's it. And I'm so sorry to interrupt you, but I want to let them know I need them to help us.
Carmen, I wish you could take over the rest of the show. I really do. Because, I mean, I stand behind you and highlighting and why this is so important. And we don't think it is you're being racist. You miss your baby. And it's just obvious that there is a disparity. And I'm sorry to have to be a person in the media to say that to you. Please keep us posted. We wish you all the best. My heart is breaking for you and your family. I can't imagine what you're going through. But please keep us posted with any updates about Jelani.
Again, thank you for letting me speak and making others aware about Jelani. I just want people to realize that I didn't wake up on that Wednesday morning ever thinking that I would have to walk this walk. This is not something I asked for, but however God saw fit that this is a journey that I endure right now. I do believe that something good is going to come out of this. Jelani will have a testimony for the world, for them to know how God brought him out of this. I just want everybody to know he's not only my son, I'm sharing him with the world right now. I'm very protective of all 5 of my kids, but I'm sharing him with the world. He's all of our son. He could be your son. He could be your brother, your nephew,
Absolutely.
your cousin. I just need all of you guys to know that my son is important.
Yeah. And I don't say that lightly when I say that he's important to us, which is why we are highlighting this story. And quite frankly, I hope we continue to do so. Carmen, thank you again